I'm really pleased with the performance. I think when Aston Villa had obviously the opportunity to do this one time before us, so things were new for us. I thought we moved the ball pretty well for most of the game and dominated. Really, we dominated possession clearly, but it's a little bit of the story of some of our games this season. We dominate. We need to be more clinical. I can definitely give the players some leeway for that one because it's been a long time off. And we showed great character and quality in the second half to win the game. So yeah, I'm pleased with a win in our first game back.
And Christian Pulisic, instant impact. Are you claiming credit for an inspirational substitution?
Well, the individuals who make those differences should always take all the credit. And I think with Christian and Ross, who both came on at the same time, and I think they're both players who have trained well. You know, had definitely cases to start this game, but I have selection problems and some good ones. And then you have to kind of consider the type of game, the fact that we know fitness is going to play a part, and the idea of bringing on Christian and Ross Barkley early in the second half was always something that was in my mind, depending on how the game went and the way the game was going. We needed a bit of inspiration. Christian gave it with his goal. I thought Ross did really well too. And I keep saying to the players how important subs will be in this period, and they showed that.
Okay, we're going to go to Nazar next, please. Nazar Kinsella.
Hi Frank, can you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you.
Great stuff. Yeah, congrats on the win. I just wanted to ask, what was the sort of impact of Azpilicueta? He was sort of a match winner in the game too.
Yeah, I thought Maspi was really good in the game. Obviously, he delivers the ball for Christian and got really high up in areas. We worked a lot before the game and how we wanted to attack, and I think down the right-hand side was certainly an area for us to try and exploit. I thought William, Mason, when he moved on that side, and Aspie with his energy to keep joining in was a huge point of attack for us. And eventually we got the breakthrough from that. So yeah, he showed his leadership, he showed his qualities, and was a big player for us.
And how difficult was it going a goal down at half time? It must have felt like you really needed to galvanise the group after, a goal that not many saw coming. Yeah,
I mean, it's frustrating, but when you talk to the players, it has to be about what's the solution rather than the frustrations. And I think we had to make sure we kept moving the ball as quickly as we could, kept trying to attack down the sides like we did, and not get sort of bored of doing good things that were going to give Villa problems. And I think we did that. And the more we did it, you get the feeling, hopefully, that you'll get the breakthrough, and the players need to believe. They did. Then Ollie gets the second goal, and we deserved to win the game. I mean, we had so much of the ball. If we can be more clinical, it makes it an easier afternoon.
Okay, we'll go Adrian Kajumba, please.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Hi, very good, thanks.
Hi, Frank. Congratulations on the win. Just wondered, you gave Ruben Loftus-Cheek 55 minutes. You must be obviously very pleased to have him back in the fold. How do you feel he got on today?
Yeah, good. I'm delighted for Ruben to be back in the fold, and he's got in the team on his own merit in the way that he's worked for a long time now. But in the last 3-4 weeks since he's been back training, he's looked good. He's looked strong. We have to give him a little bit of time to adapt, but I felt it was a good game for him to bring his physicality and something different. And again, the flip of having Christian to bring on was great for me. So I'm delighted for Ruben. He's going to get much better. It's a long time since he's played, but he has so much to give us as a team and as a squad. Glimpses of it today. There's much more to come.
Okay, we'll go to Joseph Prince Wright.
Frank, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Hi, I got you, Joseph.
You mentioned Pulisic there and the impact he had. How hungry has he been, Frank? He's been out for a long time now, like most players, but that was his first minute since January. So do you see him being a really important part in the final parts of the season there?
Yeah, I hope so. He was hungry. I know that, and I felt for him as I felt for the players with long-term injuries. Ruben's in the same position, but I know Christian was very hungry. He's trained well. And the ability that he's got to arrive in the box is a big thing I've spoken about with him all season. The difference between being, a very good player off the side, an attacking player, or the players at the real top level of the game that arrive and score in the 6-yard box and hit big numbers yearly. And I really think Christian can do that. So I was really pleased with him, the impact he made when he came on. He will start games for us, of course. And I think he's going to be a big player for us, not just in this run-in, but obviously going forward.
Okay, last two questions. Simon Johnson and then Charlie White to end.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Simon.
Happy birthday. From what you saw today, are you going to have to make any more changes for City? I mean, they looked pretty ominous the other day. did you have a team already in your mind? And from what you saw today, have you made any decisions already on what you're going to do instead?
Yeah, tentatively, I did, Simon. Before this game, I did, try and look at. And it's hard to get ahead of yourself because what happens in a game can always affect your thinking for the next one. But you have to plan and look forward. So I have got an idea. Yeah, we'll look at how players recover first and foremost, because that's a big ask to play. Some have played 90 minutes there where I didn't maybe expect them to. Some have been out for a while, and how do their bodies recover? So I'll look at that as well. It will be a different type of game, City. It will be a team that want to play possession. Some of our pressing game is a big part of our game. Today we couldn't do it. It was more about recoveries and second balls. Against City, we'll obviously want to be a bit more aggressive about the work we do to win it back. But I'll look at the team and the attributes of the players, and we'll see.
Okay, last question, Charlie White. Then we've got to go.
Hi, Frank. Now you've got that win. How important, confidence-wise, was that? Had you just only got a point, or even worse, ahead of these final few games, how important now do you think? What a boost this win was today with top four.
I think it's important for the group because we've all seen that the games are looking slightly different. It's an obvious statement with the crowds, but in terms of the actual detail of the games and the tempo of the matches, the tiredness factor that's been coming into them. So we didn't know exactly what we were coming into today, and now we have 3 points when some teams have lost points around us. It's important that we don't lose sight of some of the errors in the game. We conceded a poor goal. We played well in patches, but when they put us under pressure slightly, I thought we gave it away too easily. Things that we'll have to definitely clean up on in the future games coming up. So I want to hang on the positive note, but it's my job also to look at the things we can improve. But it's a good feeling for us today. So we'll get straight back to work tomorrow because, as we know, the games are coming quick.